Joining me now is Damola Adamalekan. He is the CEO of P.F. Chang's. They operate more than 200 restaurants in the U.S. Damola, it's great to have you. Can you tell us a little bit about recent momentum? What's happening on the ground?
Yeah, no, you kind of hit on some of the main things we're dealing with. We've seen a nice rebound in terms of sales ever since regulations eased and consumers started coming back out. A lot of the issues we're seeing are on the cost side with labor, cost of sales, and managing through some inflation. So we're dealing with these things, and obviously with the Delta variant, you're seeing an increased difficulty in getting staffing. Our vendors are having some issues filling supplies, so it's kind of exacerbating the issues that we were seeing coming out of the pandemic.
Yeah. I have to admit, when I saw you, I had to go Google and find out everything about you because I'm like, is this guy, you're making me feel old, Damola, but I'm extremely impressed. You stepped into this role last year in the middle of the pandemic. Tell me what your strategy is for P.F. Chang's and how much of that, I can't imagine, when you first came into it, you thought, oh yeah, in the fall of 21, we're definitely going to be dealing with COVID still. I mean, this can't be what anybody was anticipating. What do you do now?
Yeah, my background is, I helped lead the transaction to acquire P.F. Chang's for Paulson & Company, which, is my employer. And so, we came in with a strategy really focused around a couple of things. Number one, driving in-restaurant sales by focusing on the guest experience, making sure that the experience and the food kind of match so people have a great time when they come to our restaurants. And then we had a real focus on what we call off-premise sales, which is takeout, delivery, and catering. And that was a key part of our thesis when we bought the business in 2019. Obviously, I had no idea COVID was coming, but we were fortunate that was an area that we developed capabilities in the year before COVID once we acquired the business. And that really let us transition people very nicely from, dine-in when that got shut down to off-premises. And that helped us get through the pandemic in a relatively, compared to the industry, in a relatively, strong position.
Absolutely. The one other thing, my people say, this guy hates ghost kitchens. Tell me, what's your beef with ghost kitchens, Damola?
I don't hate ghost kitchens. I think that they work for certain people. The thing about, our food is all made from scratch. It's we roll dumplings by hand. We cook on the wok, so it's a more expensive and more time-consuming process to cook food. So we need a certain amount of sales to make our cost structure work. So I don't hate ghost kitchens. I don't think it works for our concept. We benefit from street side traffic. We benefit from having P.F. Chang's on the side of a building. People walk in, they try it, and you don't get that with a ghost kitchen. And on the other, so you're limiting your sales volumes, and you can't. We can't reduce our cost structure past a certain point because we're making everything from scratch. So it just doesn't work for us, but it certainly works if you make wings or burgers or fries or something that's, a lot easier to cook and you can survive with lower sales.
No, and a nice sales pitch in there as well. I did not know they were hand done. Made me think twice maybe about the need to go in there and experience it again for myself. Damola, thank you so much for being here today. And good luck. We appreciate it.